Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. How are you doing today? So, don't think I've read for you before, so I'd just like to give a little spiel, I call it. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures. I call it spiritual charades. And I try to describe the picture that they show me the best way I can. And this is not an exact science. So sometimes you got to think outside the box a little bit. They don't give me all the details, they give me just enough so you understand what they're talking about. It's none of my business what the details is. And getting my stuff. It's going to be a Monday. Okay. So they tell us what we need to hear, not what we want to hear always. So we're going to talk to your dad today, and he he just feels so sweet and loving and kind and gentle. Um, he comes in he comes in showing me that he was having trouble breathing towards the end, like having trouble catching his breath, but he does not feel like that now. Give him a second. He's a little slow coming through. I think maybe he's a little unsure of this. It's not like once we get there we just know everything all of a sudden. So he's acting a little skeptical, like, and I've had him come in before and they go, "You can see me?" Yes, I can see you. So as he comes in, he shows me a picture of himself in his overalls, which was in the picture you sent. But he's standing by a little pony. This pony looks black. He might just be showing me a pony, or it might be an exact pony. So this is a memory for him. So even if he didn't have a pony, at some point you and he were somewhere where he put you on a little pony and led you around. This is when you were young. And I asked him not to show like when you were too young to remember, so hopefully you're old enough to remember this, or there's a picture of this somewhere. So he's still, and he's showing a pretty good sized red barn behind this pony. I'm not sure the pony wants to stand still. I've had ponies, they can be ornery. He's asked me to call him Lou, so I don't know if he ever went by that name, but he said he didn't want to be called Lewis, he wants to be called Lou. And he's standing here. Sometimes cameras pick up a lot of stuff. Like when we go on investigations, we use cameras a lot because sometimes there'll be something in the picture that we didn't see with our naked eye. Even though I can see things like that, you don't always see it. So you could see a little bit of wavy lines here. I never know if it's going to happen or not. But he's not saying anything, but he's just looking at my computer, and now I'm getting where I'm choking. So he must have had this problem, whereas he choked a little bit, but he already showed me that he was having trouble breathing. So he's looking around at my equipment, my computer and my stuff here, and he's looking at it like, sorry, when they get close, it feels like I have head lice. My head always itches when they get real close. So anyway, dang it, stop. He's like really curious, so evidently maybe he never turned a computer on or messed with one or saw any of this kind of stuff like I've got around here. Now he's over there and he's looking at my cards. I have some tarot oracle decks over there. What are these for? Stop. Top of the head itching, guys. I don't know why the energy does that to me. All right, come back over here. He's gonna just back over here, get his attention. He's very laid back, very got a big old smile on his face. He says, I love her to pieces. He's going back to when you were younger again, when you used to curl up on his lap. When you would read a book, you'd curl up on his lap. Mom would be in there cooking. And he's showing me a fresh pie that she just brought out of the oven. That looks really good. Can't tell what kind of pie it is. It may not make any difference. Sometimes they'll show me the exact type of pie. So when you get the smell of a fresh baked pie and you're not in a bakery, you can be in your car, you can be in Walmart, you can be outside in your home, doesn't matter where it is, but when you get that smell of that fresh baked pie, and I don't know what kind it is, know that that's a sign from him. Even though he's not the one with the pie, he's showing it, it's a sign from him. So you'll just get this little whiff. Like one time for 2 weeks, I woke up every morning smelling chocolate chip cookies. I never figured out who it was because they never stepped forward. But it's just, so anyway, that'll be a sign from him. When you get a sign from him, acknowledge him, validate him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more signs that he's around you, and he will. Once you start recognizing them because they all try to send you signs, then it kind of opens a floodgate. Now he's showing, he keeps going back to your childhood, so I hope you can remember some of these. I don't remember much from my childhood. He's showing jumping rope. But 2 people are holding the rope. He's got one end, and you're jumping. I don't know who's on the other end. It's a female about his age. And they're turning the rope, and you're jumping it. And he's showing that big red barn again. So it's in the same place that pony was, it looks like. Or at least something very similar. Now he's saying 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Ah, there used to be something that we used to jump rope to, something like that, I think. I don't think anybody jumps a rope anymore. He says, show her how healthy I am. I don't think he moves any faster, but he's perfectly fine. Well, now he's got a suit on. He said he's going to dress up for you because this is a special occasion. He gets to tell you, oh, he makes me want to cry. He gets to tell you I love you at least one more time. He says I get to tell her how special she was to me. And I know how much you love me. He just got this I wish you could feel what I feel, the huge feeling of love coming out of him towards you. He says, I wasn't always the best father. We had our hiccups. But deep down, I loved you more than you could know. And he says the word cherish. Oh, now where'd you go? Okay, now he's showing me a cane. He's showing me a cane with a rubber tip on the bottom of it, and he's tapping it on the floor. So imagine what that would sound like. You're going to hear this in your house. It probably, and I always say probably, won't be very loud, but it's that rubber tip. He's showing that rubber tip on the end, so it's not like the wooden cane hitting the floor. It's the rubber tip hitting the floor. So it's not going to be like a loud bang, or probably not. I never know what they're going to do for sure. And some of them can do it stronger than others. And we think once we get up there, oh, we know all this stuff. That's what I said. Don't we know all that already? Don't we know everything? No, they don't. So he's tapping the cane on the floor. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you're going to hear it 3 times each time, or if you're just going to hear it once every so often. It's all up to him. And this is their show. I allow them to tell or do whatever they need to within reason. Okay, now he's going to a kitchen, and there's a birthday cake on the table. He's showing a younger, I can't tell if it's a boy or girl, it's a younger child. He's doing good for being skeptical of this. So there's a younger one that has either just had a birthday or getting ready to have a birthday. So he's showing this birthday cake, and he's going to be there to help blow out the candles. So if this is a birthday that's coming real soon, you might want to watch those candles and see if maybe one, looks like it's being blown and the other stands still or something like that. Or maybe they all just all of a sudden looks like somebody's kind of blowing on them. You might watch those candles. And he said he's going to be there to help blow the candles out. He says, you'd be surprised what I can do now. He says, you don't need all that fancy stuff in life to be happy. It doesn't make you happy. He wants you to go for the comfy feeling. COMFY. He wants you to go for the comfy feeling. He's talking about in your home. He says, no, I'm talking about everywhere. Okay. Sorry, he was shown in the home. He says he wants you to be comfy, not rich. He says that's where the beauty lies in life. He says he is around you a lot. And probably more than anything, okay. He's, like if you get agitated or something, all of a sudden you feel this deep sense of peace and calm. That's what he's trying to bring you. More than anything, he's trying to bring you this comfy feeling, this peaceful, calming down, especially if you get agitated over something. So watch for that. You all of a sudden just feel, when you're upset about something, and acknowledge him, tell him thank you. He's showing when you're sleeping at night that he actually goes in by your bed and kneels on the floor and prays. He prays for your peace, he prays for your comfort, for your generosity. What else? For your happiness, for your sense of security. Okay, he's not anymore. So he's praying that you will have all of these things brought to you. And he's showing a lamp on the nightstand. Do you have a pull string bulb on a lamp? Pulls little, where you pull it to turn it on and off. It may not be this exact lamp, but he's showing this on this lamp. It could be another lamp in the house. Something has a pull string. Anyway, watch for that string to move. You might even hear it clink up against the light bulb or the lamp itself or something. He said he's really not into that stuff, but he's trying to let you know that he's there. He says he has a deep sense of peace and comfort himself. He's back to having his overalls on. He only wore that suit for a second to show you how special this is to him. Okay, he mentions the name Harry, and I stink at names, so it's at least a male with an HA name. So he's acknowledging this person for some reason. He says, Mom is here, Mom is here. So his mom is there. Oh, no, well, show me. I don't know what he's showing me. He's showing me a big window. I can't even tell what type of room it's in, at least not yet. And there's like a dark figure in it, not like spooky, not like paranormal stuff that I do, but it's like the figure is dark, so I can't make out their face or anything, but they're standing in the middle of the window. So have you seen something like this? Like you're in front of your picture window or something? And I feel nothing bad, nothing evil or anything from this. They never waste a message. There's always a reason for what they show. I'm looking at the window, and it's almost like if I had this thing over my head, it's just like a black silhouette. I don't know if he's saying that you saw this and it was him, I honestly don't know. But like I said, they never waste a message. So there's a reason for him showing this. Okay, but that's not what I ask you. But I let them run the show. It's their show. I'm just their voice. He said when he left, there was an uncle waiting for him, a grandmother waiting for him, an aunt waiting for him. But I feel like the aunt, I don't know, the aunt feels further back, so I don't know if the aunt is a great aunt or like the aunt of your mom, or it feels like it's a little further back than like his real aunt, but it could be his real aunt. I'm just not sure. I don't try to make anything fit. But they were all waiting for him when he left. He knew the uncle was there before he left. And he feels like he had a fairly close relationship with this man. And that's why he had stepped forward to be there when he left. And most of the time when we leave here, well, at least if we die of natural causes, um, or something that's not real sudden and fast, we normally see our loved ones that are waiting for us before we leave. So, and it brings comfort and peace knowing that they're there with us when we go. So he had a great deal of peace when he left. He thought you needed to know that. Now he's calling himself Lou the Jew. Lou the Jew. He says, I never paid full price for any vehicle that I ever bought. He says, I could Jew them down. I could sell them for more than they were worth, but I could Jew them down. He's showing, I, was he an actual farmer? Now he's showing a piece of, like, it looks like farming equipment that you would pull behind the tractor. I don't know the names of those things. I hear harrow. I don't know what a harrow looks like, so I don't know if that's what I'm looking at or if he's trying to tell me. And I hang out with a bunch of farmers. I just don't know what the equipment looks like. He's hooking me up again. And he's going like this. He's proud of himself for being Lou the Jew. I'm not paying top dollar for that stuff. And he's laughing. He's been real serious so far. Kind of like he's still kind of checking me out. Like, oh, he put his hand on my shoulder. He says he likes me. And he's going to do that to you. This is my right shoulder. Some of these videos are backwards. And he just put, well, from the other direction, but he just laid his hand on top of my shoulder like that. So when you feel this, you won't feel like my hand on your shoulder. Well, it probably won't. It could. It all depends on them and how you receive the energy, because they are pure love and energy now. They don't have this heavy body that we're stuck with here. So when you feel that hand on the shoulder, it just feel like a little pressure probably. It might feel like warmth right there on top of your shoulder. It could feel like goosebumps, tingling, because their energy makes my head itch, you know. Again, validating. Let him know that you feel it. Let him know. Tell him you love him. You know that he's there. He said he's bringing you love and peace again. He said especially love. I'd like to make up for all the wrongs I did and make them right. I could be really grumpy, harsh. I had bad days, and I'm sorry. He wants you to forgive him. He says you need to let go of it. Something, whatever it is, he says you need to let go of it. Don't ever let anything eat you up inside. He said he's happy now. First, I thought he was holding a golf club, and it could have been. Now it's changed to a baseball bat. He doesn't seem to be the golfer type of person, but it looked like he held it down like a golf club. And I thought, oh, I should know not to second guess them. Then he held up a baseball bat. He mentions the World Series. He said he's hankering to go. I love him. He's so sweet. He's also either has or going to. He bent over and gave me a kiss on the head. So that'll be kind of the same thing as the hand. You probably feel a little pressure. Could feel like goosebumps. You could start going like this all of a sudden, like they make me feel. But he's showing right in this area. So he'll at least try that, do it there for a while, at least until you catch on. And oh crap, he got close. Now my head's starting to itch again. Just feels like bugs all over. We gotta figure out how to do this without making me feel like I got bugs crawling in my head. Now, I didn't hear what he said. Darn it. Anyway, acknowledge him. Tell him you know it's him. So he's already been leaving little signs. It's just people don't understand what signs are. So I guess that's one of my jobs, is to show everybody what their signs are so you understand your loved ones are still with you. Call on him. Call on him when he seems to be so good at this peaceful, loving feeling. Next time you get upset over something, say, Dad, I need you here right now. Ask him. They cannot, and I can't stress this enough to people, they cannot override your free will choice. That only happens in like an extreme emergency, like a wreck's coming towards you and it feels like somebody grabs the wheel and you get out of the way. That cannot override the dumb mistakes that I do, and my guys are up there going, oh geez, Rhonda's doing it again. They can't change that. They can only watch. But if you ask and then allow him to help you with that, you have to allow it too. He'll be able to bring you a sense of peace and love and help calm the nerves down, or anger, or whatever the emotion is. Now he's showing a butterfly. Looks like a monarch type butterfly. And all of a sudden I'm getting a really bad headache over here. So I don't know if he had like bad headaches towards the end. So he's come up with a lot of signs. He says, but most of all, I love you. And please forgive me. And he goes, shh, that's our secret. They don't tell me everything. They don't need to. It's none of my business. As long as you understand. Oh, he's getting ready to leave. He's actually skipping. He's trying to show how healthy he is. He's actually skipping. He's showing himself same size and everything, but he's skipping now as he's leaving. He's got he's got one overall strap undone, the other on his shoulder. He's comfy. He's heading towards that red barn. He showed me a black and white cow at the red barn. Black and white cows for me are a huge sign from my Bob, who's my guide now. So that may be Bob. He may have never had a black and white cow, but that could be Bob showing me that he's here, because that's my sign. But it could be your sign from now on, so watch for the black and white cows. I'll hear like a certain song on the radio, and I'll be driving along, and I go, okay, if this song's from you, show me something like a black and white cow or something. And sure enough, I'll pop over the next hill, and there will be some. So then that's my validation that the song is from him. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay, he's heading towards the barn. So let me know. Much love to you. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. He's a very sweet man, very gentle. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. See you later.